I actually just call myself a humble tech support here because this is actually, as crazy as it sounds, that is almost a literal description of the work that the Doge team is doing, is helping fix the government computer systems. Many of these systems are extremely old. They don't communicate. There are a lot of mistakes in the systems. The software doesn't work. So we are actually tech support. It's ironic, but it's true. The overall goal here with the Doge team is to help address the enormous deficit. We simply cannot sustain as a country $2 trillion deficits. The interest rates, just the interest on the national debt, now exceeds the Defense Department spending. We spend a lot on the Defense Department, but we're spending like over $1 trillion on interest. If this continues, the country will become de facto bankrupt. It's not an optional thing, it is an essential thing. That's the reason I'm here. And taking a lot of flack, and getting a lot of death threats, by the way. I mean, I like to stack them up, you know. But if we don't do this, America will go bankrupt. That's why it has to be done. I'm confident at this point, knock on wood, you know, knock on my wooden head, there's got a lot of wood up there, that we can actually find $1 trillion in savings.
Direct go Osilaka somebody where's here.
Osinaka somebody where's here.
Okay, up or direct.
Yes.
Okay. But every that la only on direct. Kerife Merino or Dr. Ngozi or Abez direct discourse where with her.
Nabai. Obatobie sending a message.
Is it?
Obatobie sending a message. And I deliver the message. Obatobie sending it. That's all. Sa using them no for direct to no for direct. One thing take it you go na money on la holo. O send him a message. Mwa deliver the message. That's all. O send him a message. Then that message I will send him. Can deliver the message or send them. That's all. And then why you not greatness and didn't deliver a message. Yes, no, don't do.
Ozo's keys.
Ozo's remove cancel. That's all.
Ozo's keys. But the guess the quantities. But him and he had them money when he came out. Joe. Kerusiko City. Ozigi and Ngozi, Dr. Ngozi or Abez. Always were good use. And they've been that now it will go a little bit controversy.
And I'm not social media. No, can what if Ozaji will some?
Yeah.
It's like an name because on our name a program about Tobiania. On program or your name about send a message to it down. We all judge Basam because some of can Johnny see. Even just no more can Johnny see that na and then Abba Mba, Omuana Badimba. And also someone who know what talk to me. Because now also say Mua, Oyamoku, then I'm no poor Yamakurie, then I put some Yamumba.
And he will basically. The only thing that Vladimir Putin understands is power. You show any kind of a weakness and he will basically go after you. There's a Russian saying that if you use a knife or a bayonet and push in and it's soft, go all the way. If it's hard, pull back. Let's be hard.
Can President Trump actually trust Vladimir Putin? Again, what's the
I don't think
way?
anyone can trust Vladimir Putin. But don't underestimate the capacity of Donald Trump to negotiate a deal, and a tough deal. The most important thing we have to understand that if that deal shows any kind of weakness or loss for Ukraine, we have all lost. For me, it's an issue about the triangle of statehood: independence, sovereignty to decide, and territorial integrity. And let's make sure that all of those stay intact after the peace negotiations are over. The only thing that Vladimir Putin understands is power. You show any kind of a weakness and he will basically go after you. There's a Russian saying that if you use a knife or a bayonet and push in and it's soft, go all the way. If it's hard, pull back. Let's be hard.
Breaking news. Federal government of the zoo freezes bank account belonging to the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, 16 orders for terrorism financing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world, and welcome to, once again, this wonderful YouTube platform. This is Exposed News TV. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on your notification, and we will notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, without wasting much of your time, let us go straight up to this one, because this matter even off me when I saw this particular news. But I'm not going to waste time on this news. I'm going to go straight to the news in detail. The news reads: the federal government on Thursday freezed the bank accounts of Prime Minister Simon Èkpá, Njoko, and 16 others for their involvement in terrorism financing. According to the Daily Trust, the individuals and entities were recommended for designation by the Nigerian Sanction Committee during a meeting that was held in Abuja on Thursday. The outcome of the meeting which was disclosed to journalists by the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, stated that the development was by Section 54 of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. The Anti-Graft Unit explained that the Attorney General of the Federation, with the approval of the President, said that they must be thereupon designated to be listed on the Nigerian sanction list. Honestly, when I saw this news, to be frank with you, I did not understand this news. Why will I say I did not understand the news? I purposely read the news so that Biafrans will actually listen to the babash that the zoo government have continued, to say. It is crazy because the account of Simon Èkpá, Njoko, that you're claiming to, in quote, sanction, is it the account of a man who does not even reside in zoo? Now, come to even think of it, I don't know the 16 orders, because, the names of those 16 orders were not even mentioned. So, I don't know their names. And honestly speaking, if you ask me, I will tell you, I don't care to know their names, because their names were not mentioned. So, for me, they are just G.I. Joes and G.I. Jane, as the case may be. They are Jane Doe and John Doe, rather. What's the meaning of Jane Doe and John Doe? They are ghosts. Those accounts are ghost accounts. Those 16 orders are ghosts. We don't know them. They are not Biafran. They do not have any business to do with Biafra. So the biggest question to the zoo government in this their mumushous intellectual rubbish that they are trying to claim by their financial intelligence, or whatever they call them, is: are you freezing the account of Simon Èkpá Njoko as in what? That he is a Nigerian or what? First of all, does Simon Èkpá live in the zoo? No. Does he have any relationship with the zoo? No. Every account that is even related to the Biafran struggle does not have any business with the zoo, except is this account that I saw that was being released by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, where he used a Nigerian account to for people to fund in for support of the Biafran Defense Forces. So apart from that, the zoo do not have any business with the Biafran Republic government in exile, Simon Èkpá, and the rest of Biafrans who are fighting for freedom of their people do not have any business with the zoo account. So the big question to the zoo government is, which account are they talking about? Which account have they frozen? Or is this their usual propaganda to just make noise? This is what I'm trying to understand, because we know fully well that Simon Èkpá Njoku do not have any Nigerian account known by any Biafran. In all the meeting and in all the contribution, and sponsorship that people have been sponsoring, we have not seen anything that pertains to any zoo account. So what is the zoo government talking about? That is a very enigmatic question that the zoo needs to answer, because I still don't understand the account that they are talking about. But in other words, that is the news, and that is the information that is coming to our people. Now let us go into other critical issues concerning, the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá Njoku. Now, you saw the videos I dropped. In relation to the Prime Minister, in relation to what the world is planning for Biafra. I want you to go back to the news and relate it to whatever that is happening in Biafra land, and you will see that Eme Lumala, Biafra will definitely come.
And the great Biafrans all over the world, I thank you so much. I want to appreciate all of you for your efforts. But before I go on, I want to say good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on your location from Biafra land here. I want to honor my father, which is the Triple General, General Butozo. I honored you. You are well done, sir. B44, over, your word states. I honored you. Owam, Olu State Commander, the General, I honored you. Ochiwo, Ochiaga, the Ostas himself, I honored you. Liquid, I honored you. Obidika, 1, in Biafra land, I honored you. Bitakola, Omugu, Command, I honored you. Action, Blessed Prince, Nokia the Nokia, all the whole commander in Biafra, in 40 state of Biafrans, I honored all of you. And I want to appreciate all the whole of us of Biafrans all over the world, and Biafrans all over the world, home and away. I want to appreciate all of you, all the people that have been working assiduously to see that Biafra is to be restored. I want to use this wonderful opportunity to welcome each and every one of you in this program today, being 4th of March 2025. I want to appreciate you, and also to retaliate and to make Biafrans to understand what the men on ground is passing through. And I uttered a word. I told Ngozi Orabueze something that she must understand. And I was thinking that Ngozi Orabueze is somebody that has something up her. I don't even know that Ngozi Orabueze is so much rascal. I don't even know that Ngozi Orabueze, she's someone that can't even listen to anyone. Now she have come up and made it clearly for the people and the world to understand that we are irrelevant. I gentle Onyezoku, the commander in Biafra land, one of the commander in Biafra land,
under the leadership of Igwe Butozo, the triple general, gentle of all people, is irrelevant. Gentle of all people is individual with my man. He is not even referring to me. He is referring this to the Chief of Armed Forces in Biafra Nation. That is why I am coming up today to let my people, being the Biafrans, to understand this. And I have only but one question for Ngozi Orabueze. Ngozi Orabueze, number one, you must come up and analyze where the fundraising, or the whole fundraising that Biafrans are doing, where you are channeling all those money. Ngozi Orabueze, number one, let me make it clearly to you. I am the General Gentle, aka Onyeziokwu in Biafra land. If you don't know it now. And I am under the commander in control of the Chief of Armed Forces in Biafra Nation, being Triple General Butozo. That is whom I am. Ngozi Orabueze, I want you to understand this. And I want to open the eyes of all the whole Biafrans for them to understand that Ngozi Orabueze is referring herself as the Deputy Prime Minister. Who does that? Who does that? The Prime Minister himself have never made it known to everyone that he has deputy, and his deputy is Ngozi Orabueze. Let the Biafrans understand this. Let me come and speak out. That is why I am here today, and I want to speak out today. Ngozi Orabueze is not the Deputy Prime Minister, and she can never be. Lie, she can never be. The reason of saying this is this. Since Simon Èkpá has a problem, since Simon Èkpá is in the custody of the Finland government, Ngozi Orabueze, what have you done to the men on ground? It's a question that I have to ask you. Ngozi Orabueze and the defense minister of Biafran Nation, being the USB, what have you people done to the men on ground? Please let Biafrans understand this. Since Simon Èkpá is in the custody of the Finland government, I must make it openly. We are the men on ground. We have never received a kobo, 5 naira from Ngozi Orabueze. Then my question goes like this. Ngozi Orabueze, all those fundraising, where are you channeling all those fundraising with the defense minister? Where are you people? Where have you people have been investing all those money? This is the question for you people. And I want to use this wonderful and a little opportunity to warn all of you that has been making nonsense and what will I call it? Comments over my broadcast. I have a reason for that, and I am standing any corner, anywhere to defend it. Let me tell you people. Now I know the reason why Ngozi Orabueze, you sold Simon Èkpá. You are the one that sold Simon Èkpá. You have been madding all over the social media, castigating Ogenkere, while Ogenkere have never done anything wrong. I don't work with Ogenkere, but since 3 months and now we have been investigating in what that has been going on there in exile. There we find out that you people have been suffering us, and you are deceiving the people of Biafra, telling them that the men on ground is okay. Telling them that men on ground is okay. You are equipping them, you are feeding them, you are doing all the things that they need. What is a lie? Ngozi Orabueze, why? Ngozi Orabueze, why all this nonsense? And I know, in the first place, you don't even know the person that you are speaking to. You don't even know the person that you are talking about. And you are calling yourself the Deputy Prime Minister. Can't Biafrans listen to this woman? And somebody that is identifying herself as the Deputy Prime Minister don't even know who is Gentle the Yahoo. Talk less of knowing my Oga, being the Triple General. What nonsense? What deceiving? What nonsense and what deceiving? That Ngozi Orabueze have been moving around deceiving our people. And we kept quiet. It is only Ogenkere that has been forwarding a letter since Simon Ekpa have gotten himself into this problem. Since Simon Ekpa has been in this problem, and the problem of Simon Ekpa is the problem to all of us. All of the Biafrans at large, apart from DOS. If you fail not to come up and tell Biafrans where you have been channeling the fundraising, let me tell you, your cup is full. Gentle the Yahoo is telling you this. No matter how much people, no matter how crowd, no matter how you have been deceiving Biafrans, your cup is full. The men on ground is waiting for you. Now I will tell you that all the 40 state of Biafrans commanders is in the hands of the triple general, Butozo. We all are together. Because you have never been helping this matter. Ngozi Orabeze, you are just moving around deceiving Biafrans. And I want Biafrans today to open their eyes. I want Biafrans. I was even expecting you for you to call Kago's meeting. At least ask who is this Caterpillar and this Ikenga Uruago. Because what you could do is for you to come up on the net and start saying all sorts of things, saying all nonsense. That you are declaring the people that we are terrorists. Your followers has been commenting. Your followers has been calling me, telling me that I am a kidnapper. That is it. The triple general, Jethro the Yahoo, is now a kidnapper. Ngozi Orabeze, I believe you don't even listen to yourself. Ngozi Orabeze, I want Biafrans to understand today. Philip Onyame, listen very carefully. Never you ever in this life make mention of Butozo's name again. Never you try it again. You see Solomon, I am warning you for the last time. Never you ever try it in this life again to use the name of Butozo to broadcast. Never you ever try it again. I am warning you for the last time. Ugo 21/7. Listen to me. All the meetings that you have been moving around with Isabella and all the rest of them, we know that I've been following you. I have been following you. Let Biafrans understand this. The same thing that happens in civil war, how they stole our men in Lagos Road. Sapele have done the same thing. Sapele is pure DOS. Biafrans should understand this. That Sapele was the one that sold Biafrans with container at Anambra. Sapele is full DOS. Sapele have sold our men with a container, 40-feet container. These are the people that Ngozi Orabeze and with Ugo is working together with. Ugo being the 24/7 working together with. Nikki and Nix, you have to be very careful. You people have to be very careful. The ghost of the land is bringing all of you up. I don't have much to say today. I only come up today to highlight to my people, to let Biafrans understand what has been going on. And also, I want to warn this young man called Rose, listen. Butozo is not Rose. Please, I want Biafra to understand this. Butozo is not Rose, and Rose is not Butozo. Rose is just moving around deceiving people with the name of Butozo. Rose, be careful. Be careful with Butozo. Never you ever try it again. If you want to broadcast on your own way, broadcast with your own separatist name, Rose. Please and please, get this. Get this now. Make sure you broadcast with your own name. Leave Butozo all alone. Never you ever try to broadcast with Butozo. From today henceforth, we are the men on ground. We are all alone. We are the men on ground. We are all alone. For those of you that have been branching around the world, telling the people that the gun, the bullet, the thing that we are using, it has been provided by the government. Government has been not doing anything to us in the men on ground. I am proud enough saying it. I don't know. the men on ground, we don't know where Ngozi Oraveze is channeling all the fundraising that the people of Biafra have been making. Please and please, let the Biafrans understand this. The men on ground is not together with Ngozi Oraveze. And Ngozi Oraveze is working with our enemies. Since Ngozi Oraveze is working with the Sapele, Ngozi Oraveze is not with us. I must make it openly that Ngozi Oraveze is not with us. Let Biafrans hear this and hear it clearly. And please, the lovers of Biafrans all over the world and the people of Biafrans, the meeting held yesterday, how we'll go 247 have been contacting Sapele so that Ngozi Oraveze will use Sapele as the general commander in Biafra land. I believe by now, and with this broadcast, we'll open the eyes of our people. It will make the eyes of our people to understand how things is moving. That Ngozi Oraveze is not doing well. I thought that Ngozi Oraveze has something in upstairs. I thought that the broadcast I made in the first place would have bring correction in the life of Ngozi Oraveze. But I don't know that the arrogance of Ngozi Oraveze have gotten to this extent. But I want to use this wonderful opportunity to let my people know, the people of Biafra know that we are the men on ground and we are standing strong. We are standing firmly to defend our motherland. And the Biafra can never cry for no any reason. We must to stand firmly to defend our motherland. That is all I have to say now. And this is the reason why I came up today, being 4th of March 2025, to bring out this information so that our people will understand, so that many that have been deceiving through Ngozi Oraveze should open their eyes and understand that they are going in a wrong way. They are moving in a wrong way. I don't have much to say than to say thank you, all of us of Biafrans. Thank you, all the war commanders in homeland. Thank you, I really appreciate. For those of you that did not have your name here, I honored you, we respect you. We believe that we are together. And also, I just want to correct small inspiration about Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost, you know, anger can cause a lot of things. We know that we are together. Understand? We are together. I just want to correct the inspiration. Holy Ghost did not do anything. That's why I am bringing it up here. To clear the air that we are together with the Holy Ghost. So my brother, my comrade, I honored you. You are a wonderful man. I honored you so much. And it has been a long time that you have been crying over Ngozi Oraveze. But you know, we have been making the investigation for a long time now. Now we have found out our problems. We have found out where our problem is coming from. That our problem is coming from Ngozi Oraveze. They are only fighting for power tussle. They are only fighting for power tussle. They are not even after how Simon Èkpá will be released, and they are not even after how Nnamdi Kanu will be released, how Biafra will be actualized. How Biafra will be actualized. They are not even after that. What they are after is power tussle, who is the commander, the chief, commander in chief, this and that and this. Now we have find out how they sold Simon Èkpá, but we are showing them one thing. We are believing Chukwu Kabiam and the gods of the land that Simon Èkpá will soon come out, and Nnamdi Kanu will also soon come out, because the world have noticed the truth and the world have found out the truth. Because there is a reason why the governors, Eastern governors and senators are holding Nnamdi Kanu over there. There is a
government response to Nigeria government over the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency Èkpá Simon Njoko, as federal government demand his extradition to Nigeria. Here the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 15th of August 2024, and I have some video clips for you. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news. because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. I do not want to talk too much about this because it's already gone viral and everybody is aware of it. But I want to point something out. There's a particular point that nobody is paying attention. When you go on Twitter, it's trending. Everybody, the genuine Biafrans are panicking. Apart from the broadcast, the emergency space of the Prime Minister yesterday. Even some people who have not listened to the Prime Minister's address are still panicking till today. So now, if you are hearing me, you have an opportunity to calm your nerves. Because I'm going to show you something, though I will play video for you. I will play the video of the woman, the Finnish Foreign Affairs Minister. I'm going to play that video for you. But before then, let us read in details from the Zoo media. And the headline from Punch newspaper Nigeria, they said, Finland pledges swift action on Simon Èkpá during diplomatic talks. This is their own headline, right? And if you listen to the Prime Minister's broadcast yesterday, he said that the Finnish Foreign Affairs and other delegation from the Nordic, countries, the Scandinavian countries, that the reason why they came to the zoo is not because of the Prime Minister, which is the truth, but because of the idiocy of the Zoo media that the woman granted press, briefing. They left every other thing they're supposed to talk about, both the insecurity, the hunger, the bad governance, and everything that the citizens are crying for. They were busy asking her questions about Mazi Simon Èkpá. That is their problem. Now, let me not read from the Punch. We are going straight to Daily Post. We are going to read in details from the Daily Post, and then I will show you something that I want to show you before playing the video for you. According to the headline from Daily Post Nigeria, they say Simon Èkpá's case will be concluded soon. Finland assures Nigerian government. Now let's read. The Finnish government has assured Nigeria that the legal proceedings involving Simon Èkpá will be concluded soon. Of course, it will be concluded soon. In fact, to be honest with you, it has already been concluded. Yes, because Finland can never pay attention to the demands or pressure from the Zoological Republic, a terrorist country. A country like Finland can never pay attention to a terrorist country like the zoo. Now they continued. This was disclosed by Finland's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Elina Veltonen, after a meeting between Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tugar, and the Foreign Minister of Sweden, Finland, Ireland, and as well as representatives from Norway and Denmark. Addressing journalists after the meeting, which held in Abuja, Veltonen said Èkpá's case was being handled through Finland's judiciary system, which operates strictly by the rule of law. Which operates strictly by the rule of law. Now pay attention. She's about to say something very, very important. Èkpá, who resides in Finland, had been linked to the violence in the southeast. The self-acclaimed Prime Minister of Biafra is believed to be behind those referred to unknown gunmen. There is nothing like unknown gunmen. We have Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, and of course, the Biafra Navy. We have gone beyond the era of unknown gunmen. We are now in a government. Following his link to insecurity in Nigeria, the zoo journalists, that's why we call them Zoo Gota Media. Zoo Gota Media. Following his insecurity, his link to insecurity in Nigeria. Which Nigeria? Somebody tells you that he is no longer involved with your shenanigans, with whatever you are doing, with your name, your entity. Allow him to breathe. Allow him to be alone. Leave him alone. You are still referring Biafra land as part of Nigeria. you are not just a mad person, but you are a dumb. Now, they say some Nigerians had called on the federal government to repatriate Èkpá back to the country to face prosecution for his actions. Which country? To Biafra land? However, Tuggar, after the discussion with the 5 Nordic delegates, confirmed that the Èkpá issue was a central topic in his discussions with Virtanen. And he continued, it was a priority. There is no way Nigeria would engage with Finland without raising the issue of Simon Èkpá vociferously, Tuggar said. Speaking, Virtanen reaffirmed Finland's commitment to working with Nigeria on the matter. If you are referring to a specific person operating in Finland in a less than constructive manner, we have discussed this with the Nigerian authorities. Pay attention to this. Both our judicial systems are collaborating on this matter, and we hope it will soon be resolved. Both governments have stressed that the case is not a political issue, but rather a judicial one. Did you get that? Now, let me finish it and then I'll come back here. They are affirming their commitment to upholding the law as the proceedings unfold, Virtanen stated. Listen, she said here, because a lot of people did not pay attention to this. They said here, both governments have stressed that the case is not a political issue, but rather a judicial one. Of which she has already told you that their law is very, very strict. Now, if it's for the zoo government, they want it to be a political matter, which is exactly what they learned from Britain. They would have preferred it to be a political matter, because when it is a political matter, you begin to talk about relationship, bilateral relations and agreements. You begin to talk about these things. You begin to talk about give me, I give you. What am I going to gain? If I give you this person, what will I gain in return? If I do this, what will you do for me? That is politics and political. Are you paying attention? So the woman has let them know without mincing word that this matter is not political. It is going to be a judicial matter based on law of their land. Look at it. Both our judicial systems are collaborating on this matter, and we hope it will soon be resolved. Both governments, because the zoo wanted it to be, political thing, but Finland has let them know that it is a judicial thing. Both governments have stressed that the case is not a political issue, but rather a judicial one. Now, when you go up here, she said, addressing journalists after the meeting, which held in Abuja, Virtanen said Èkpá's case was being handled through Finland's judicial system, which operates strictly by the rule of law. I don't want to go into the details of telling you what the Prime Minister said yesterday, how Finland fought their own wars, to obtain independence and all that, by force, not by beg. And this is their history. And they know how it's been done. They know how independence is being, obtained. So I don't have to go into that details because, first of all, I don't know much about their history. And again, the Prime Minister tossed everything yesterday for the whole world to hear. So that is it. Now, because I don't want to talk too much concerning this very matter, I have let you know. Anybody thinking that the Finland people or Finnish government will be, handing Mazi Simon Èkpá to the zoo, you have to go and rethink. They have made it very, very categorically clear that the Prime Minister's matter is not a political issue. It has absolutely nothing to do with politics. If they had allowed it to be a political matter, just as Britain took the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on their head, and it was very heavy for them. They made it political, and they have to, use Kenya to commit the crime, because they knew if he was in their land, if he was in UK, it can never be a political matter. It would have been a judicial matter. Then they waited and used some individuals close to him to lure him to Kenya. And then they used political matters, settled the Kenya government and all that, and then they kidnapped him and renditioned him to the zoo. Because of what? they made it a political matter between the zoo, Britain, and Kenya. But Finland is telling you the truth, that it is not a political matter, rather it is a law, a judicial matter. And we are going to follow it by law, based on law. And this same law that says you have the right for self-determination, you have the right to, to free yourself from the bondage of colonization. Also, Chigona, it is over. Now I want you to watch the video. To Salo no Mozia.